So the double declining balance method is a little bit different than the first two methods we did, in that the setup is really entirely different. With this, we set up a little schedule, and we have 4 years of life, so we put down the years first. And then this column is going to be the book value of the asset, which is basically what it's on the books at. So that would start out at 32,000 in year one. That's what it's on. And then we're going to multiply the book value by the double declining balance rate, which we'll get to. And then that will give us, so we go this times that, is going to equal our depreciation expense for the year. Okay? So let's get the rate. The rate, since it's double declining balance, is going to be twice what the straight line rate would be. Easiest way to figure this out, straight line is if it's a 4-year life, we're taking 1/4 of the depreciation each year. So double that for double declining balance, and you get 2/4, which is equivalent to a rate of 50%, or, because 1/2 equals 50%. So we would go times our double declining rate, and we would get our depreciation expense for the first year of 16,000. Okay, so now if you think about this, we've got the truck, which is on our books at 32,000, and the accumulated depreciation is now going to be truck less accumulated depreciation. If we show it the balance sheet way of, truck less our accumulated depreciation, we would have the truck at 32. We would have the accumulated depreciation of 16, and our new book value is 16,000. So when we come over here, our book value at the beginning of year 2 is 16,000. Multiply that times the rate, which does not change, and our depreciation expense for year 2 is 8,000. Okay? So then we would have accumulated depreciation of the 22,000. We'd have our new book value here. Okay, so we'd have, I'm sorry, 24,000. Okay, so our new book value would be 8,000. Okay, so that comes over here. Whoops. Times the 0.50%, and our depreciation expense for year 3 would be 4,000. So you can kind of see how this goes, and I'll let you look at the notes to finish that off. Double declining balance, there's a lot of theoretical justifications for it, but right now if we get the mechanics down, that will be good. The key is computing, first of all, knowing the setup, and that's fairly straightforward. To do the rate, let me just do a couple more years of that, or a couple different years of that. Say you had an asset with a 5-year life, that would be taking 1/5 each year, times 2 for the double declining rate would be 2/5. Okay, so 2/5 translates to 40% each year, okay, or 4/10, 40%. If you have a 10-year life of an asset, you're taking 1/10 each year. To get the double declining balance rate, it would be 2/10. Okay, so that comes out to 20%. All right, so that's the sort of easy way to figure out the double declining balance rate, and it stays the same once you have the rate. You have the rate. Okay, so there's your double declining balance method.